I'm at 30 West Potomac Street in beautiful Brunswick. I don't spend enough time here, but now I am going to, because not only are there some amazing places like Smoketown, and we've got 50/50. Boxcar Burgers is up here, but we now have Alexis and Whistle Punk, what is it, Deli?
Yeah, so here it's Whistle Punk Delicatessen and Market.
Okay, Whistle Punk Delicatessen and Market. She also owns the Whistle Punk food truck.
Yep.
And I am so excited for you that this has happened. I know it took a while.
It did.
And I think is that just like typical building out, or was that just
no?
little?
So this particular building had been sitting empty for many, many moons, and our landlords, Eric and Michelle, bought it a little over 2 years ago. And so they were renovating the entire building, and in some places it went down to the studs. They had to replace all of the plumbing, all of the electric.
Gosh, yeah.
They had to put up subwalls so that there were different suites within the building. So not only were we doing our deli renovation, but some of our renovation was also on the time scale of the larger building.
Gotcha.
So things kind of got drug out a little bit there, but it was well worth the wait. We love the space and the building, and Brunswick is amazing to us.
Yeah, so it's exciting. I keep saying to people, Brunswick reminds me of feeling that Austin, Texas has, where it's kind of quirky, but in the best positive way.
I think Brunswick has done an amazing job with trying to maintain that small town feel and really embrace these older buildings and help people, local small businesses, find funding through a number of different resources so that they can renovate these spaces and bring them back to their former glory, because you don't get buildings like this anymore. We've got almost 13-foot ceilings with amazing tile,
gorgeous,
original hardwood floors, original tongue and groove walls. You can't get that anywhere else. So.
No, you can't. Let's go back to where you started. I didn't realize it really is a farm that that's where you started.
Yeah, absolutely. Farmer. Pig farmer.
We love our farmers. We do, for sure.
Yeah, we bought our farm in 2012, and we wanted our young children to have the ability to grow up in the country like my husband and I did, be able to trek through the woods and build forts and, just have that freedom to explore and to create and, just find an appreciation for nature and everything. And so we found this amazing farm that happened to have a guest house on it, which was perfect because my father was moving in with us. He was aging and needed a little bit more help, and so I was going to be his caregiver as well. And soon thereafter, I think like every small farmer, we got some chickens. And for anybody that doesn't know, chickens are the gateway drug to farming.
They are. Everybody I talk to, it starts with chickens and then goats or something else.
Yep. There's a progression. There's definitely something to that. So if you get chickens, you will have other farm animals. But yeah, we started raising chickens for eggs and for meat, and soon thereafter we brought on some goats. And recognized or realized very quickly that goats were not for us. Goats are escape artists nonstop. They would do things like they would jump the fence and then stand at the fence like, I can't get back over. And you'd let them back in, and then they jump the fence. It's like, you can jump both ways if you're going to do this.
Eternal toddlers.
Oh my God. So we're like, okay, goats aren't going to be for us. They're very cute. They're very sweet. I love goats, just not on my farm. And then we started raising a very rare heritage hog. They were on the near endangered list. It was a hog that was the most popular hog actually here in America when everybody had a small farm. They call them the orchard pig. Their real name is Gloucestershire Old Spot pigs, but they're a very large lard breed. They're white and they have these black spots on them with really floppy ears that hang over their eyes, and they are docile and smart and just fantastic.
I love this, first of all, the way you're talking about the pigs in the way that I would be talking about them, more like these adorable,
delicious beings.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And people would say, well, how can you, raise these pigs and give them names and then, butcher them? How are you, but that's part of preserving the breed,
Sure.
is, making sure that the genetic lines are good, that people are exposed to them, that they are, wanting to eat them so that, that popularity grows. But, we always said that our hogs were the happiest pigs on the planet. They weren't kept in hog houses. They had the ability to choose if they wanted to be out in our sunny, grassy field or if they wanted to go explore through the woods and eat acorns. They got to choose where they wanted to have their babies. They had, a barn that they could walk into 24/7, but most of them would choose to build nests out in the woods and have their piglets out there. And so it's
How many acres do you have?
It's a small farm. We only have 12 acres.
Yeah, that's still decent. That's
but
nice.
most of it is woodlands. So,
Nice.
so it, gave them a lot of opportunities to explore and be pigs. So, but we started, and so we started selling our meat and eggs and chickens at farm markets, and very quickly started recognizing that some people just weren't as familiar with certain cuts of pork. And so we started working with the local health department to get temporary licenses to do food demonstrations, because the best way to get people familiar with something is to help show how to make it, how to work with it, and to taste it. And we realized very quickly that if we're going to do that, we need more ingredients. And look around at the farm market, we have all these amazing farmers that have amazing seasonal foods. And so we would source our ingredients from them and build these really fun, creative things. And start recognizing that our sales would just soar through the roof anytime we did this. And so we started getting invited to do special events at, farm events or cider houses or things like that. We had a lot of fun and really kind of fell in love with making food for people again. When you're young and doing it, it's fun, it's exciting, but it's, you kind of, realize that, or I realized that maybe that wasn't what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So went off to college and was pursuing my MBA, and then decided to throw it up in the air, become a farmer, and make food for people again. So here I am.
What's your MBA in?
Business.
Oh, well, good. There you go. Okay. Well, at
still
least
using
you're
it.
using it.
Still using it. Yeah.
That's very good. So fast forward, then there was the food truck that's grown, and the popularity of your food truck, just with the type of food you create, it's different than everybody else. So you're not kind of doing burgers and fries and all that sort of stuff. It's really interesting what you put together, the combinations. The food tastes amazing. It's always fresh. We were just talking today about how you prepare everything fresh. There's very little that's pre-done.
Right.
And now you've got this shop front.
Yeah.
And so where do you feel the expansion, and I can see some on the shelves already, how do you feel that the expansion is beneficial for you as well?
Well, it gives us more opportunity. We don't have to share a commercial kitchen with other folks, which anybody that's doing that understands what I'm talking about. You have to kind of schedule your time in there. It doesn't give a whole lot of flexibility. There's a lot of challenges. So for us, having everything one hub where we can work with our food truck and our deli and house all of our things in one place is just a huge convenience.
Of course.
But it's also an opportunity for us to partner with other local businesses, because our whole start was about coordinating and working with other local small farms and small makers and bakers. And so as we continue to grow, that's always been a really important part of the equation for us. So we offer space to, local artists and local makers to be able to sell their products here.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. And I do think the impact on the community here is going to continue to grow as you figure out like what you can do to continue to support and collaborate, and it's amazing. All right, so the hours for your shop front?
For our deli, we are open Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., and then Sundays 11 to 5.
Okay.
We are still focused on seasonal foods,
Yeah.
and so on our large board, these are menu items that have kind of proven to be really solid sellers that we
Staples.
we can kind of continue
Yeah.
throughout the year. And then we do offer daily and weekly specials as well, where we're highlighting those fresh seasonal produce items that are coming from our fellow farmers.
Yeah. Make sure the URL to the website is on screen. You got to come to Brunswick. You got to check it out. First of all, there's a lot of great things happening here in Brunswick, but 30 West Potomac Street, you can head into the Whistle Punk Delicatessen and Market. It is very cute in here, but you got to check out Alexis and Whistle Punk Delicatessen.
We hope you'll join us for our grand opening during Railroad Days.
Your grand opening?
The 5th and 6th from 10 to 5.
Yeah.
We'll
You gotta
prizes
come up,
and giveaways.
Got to come up to Railroad Days. We'll definitely be here for that. Thank you
Awesome.
guys so much for watching.
Thank you.